affected lawmakers. Senators back tax reform bills. On the foreign scene, French president to name new prime minister soon. Details of this and more after this break. Deployment of its operatives to the Oginiwa slaughter market. Addressing journalists at the command headquarters in Port Harcourt, the State Commissioner of Police Mohammed Mustafa said the officers were deployed to the area to maintain peace and enforce compliance with a court order.
There's a pending case in court between Suleiman and disputant over that land, and whatever you see is as a result of court action. We only try to operate within the confines of the law. We only enforce a court order. You know, it's very normal. Court will give an order and it will return to the police for execution. Even if it is not a court order, it's a matter is pending in court. It is very prejudicial for one party to go and disobey that court order. So if there's any aggrieved party, in that case, they should approach court for redress.
On Monday, there was commotion at the Oginiwa slaughter market after operatives of the C4I unit of the police dispersed traders around the area. The market leaders said a group of men in a Prado Jeep, accompanied by security personnel, arrived at the market, began firing shots and deployed tear gas. It comes 1 month after the chairman of the area, Chijioke Ihunwo, directed traders to resume activities at the market 3 years after it was demolished and shut down by the previous administration. As you may know, in August 2021, the Rivers State Government Executive Council ordered a total shutdown of the slaughter market in Oginiwa over security concerns. The then Commissioner for Agriculture, Fred Bako, told journalists that the government has approved the siting of a new abattoir in Mbuoshimini, Rumueme. Demolition of the market began 1 month later amid protest from the traders. In the meantime, police in River State have killed a suspected kidnapper and armed robber, Ikem Thangod, popularly known as General Two-Man, who is accused of terrorizing Ahoda West local government area. State Commissioner of Police Mohammed Mustafa told journalists that General Two-Man was killed while trying to commit crime with his gang members in Obolobolo community yesterday. CP Mustafa said that General Two-Man and his gang killed a boat driver in December 2023, shot a police officer during a rescue operation of a kidnapped victim, killed a man after collecting ransom, among other crimes.
Rivers State Police Command has successfully neutralized a notorious kidnap kingpin and murder suspect called Ikem Thangod, also known as Two-Man. This individual had been wreaking havoc in Ahoda West local government areas, particularly Abolobo community, and it's according to preliminary investigations, the same suspect has committed series of violent crimes, which includes killing of a boat driver last year, and he shot one of our officers.
CP Mustafa said that General Two-Man and his gang were also responsible for regular destruction of pipelines and other government infrastructures.
He is also responsible for the incessant vandalization of pipeline and other critical infrastructure around Ahoda West local government area of Rivers State. He was also responsible for the killing of Shell staff at the South Okube who were on transit to Bayelsa and also made away with their Hilux van.
The Rivers State Police Commissioner said other members of the gang escaped with bullet wounds. He urged the public to report anyone with gunshot wounds to the nearest police station. Correspondent Mekotoka reports that items recovered from General Two-Man include 2 AK-47 rifles, 5 magazines, and 20 rounds of live ammunition. Meanwhile, some victims of the late General Two-Man who came to the command headquarters on hearing of his death also spoke.
They took my phone, checked my account balance. They discovered there's no money. Say, then how am I going to pay myself now that I don't have cash here? And I told them, say, my car can stand as guarantee for me. Made them hold on.
That was on the 5th March 2004. This young man, his name is Ikem Tangot, aka Two-Man, killed my mother and husband and wife. Okay. Oborobolo community, I
was taken far inside the community. Forced me to climb a bike under one point and took my vehicle. They drove me inside and took me to an uncompleted building where I was stripped naked and my singlet was used to blindfold me.
In another development, the Martin Amehula-led Rivers State House of Assembly has urged its Public Complaint and Petitions Committee to expedite report on various petitions, including its investigation into the October 7, 2024 disturbances at some local government council secretariat. A statement by the Speaker's aide, Martin Wachuku, said Section 128 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, empowered it to conduct investigations. Earlier, while presenting the preliminary report, the chairman of the committee, Enemi George, said due diligence is being taken to ensure that everybody gets fair hearing. Moving on, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara will commission the Government Girls Secondary School Ahoda in Ahoda East local government area today. Speaking on this, the paramount ruler of Iwo Ahoda Kingdom in Ahoda East local government area, Eze Noble Owo, said he is welcoming Governor Fubara and his entourage to Ahoda Kingdom for the commissioning of the school. Now, Eze Owo is in a statement on behalf of the Eze MNS, the Eze in Council, the Eze Weolas, and the entire people of Ahoda Kingdom, said the Ahoda people are grateful for the landmark project built and completed by the governor. He also thanked the governor for the ongoing roads and hospital project, saying the developments are transforming the area. According to the statement, the venue of the commissioning is at Government Girls Secondary School Ahoda, and the time is 10 a.m. And now, the chairman of Ikwere Local Government Area, Israel Abossi, has charged contractors handling various projects in the area to maintain high standards for which his administration is known for. Mr. Abossi said this when he inspected some of the projects in the area. He spoke to journalists on the importance of the projects.
That's why they can get easy access
to intercept anybody, yes.
So because of that, we now decided to expand the road. Having done the expansion, we will apply either through NDDC or through the state government intervention. Let them extend that. Now you see that if you are moving now, while you're here now, you can sight. So if somebody now wants to die, let him come and tell your motion. As I talked to you before we did this work, the traffic you are full covered. Then we target. But there used to be an old existing road that has turned a track road now because nobody now passes to that road. It has turned their own road. So we intend to use both roads from that same one.
The chairman of Action People's Party APP in Ikwere, Newton Amadi, the leader of Simplified Movement in Ikwere, Dennis Amadi, and Temple Weje commended the Ikwere Council boss for his people's-oriented project.
And then given the proximity, people prefer to go through here. But unfortunately, the criminals have appreciated it that it's an easy soft spot for them to track down because there is a road, the grasses have covered virtually all parts of the road. But with the opening now, they can sight from a distance before somebody comes to block you. Certainly, we have seen him ahead of his coming.
From inception, the way I know him, have this administrative idea. He's coming to Ikwere local government. It's a blessing to Ikwere. And I believe, as much as I know him, God will use him to develop a local government.
He has done a lot of work, but for this road, Me personally, I commend him. Whether people and the youth of Ikwere were happy that this is Xmas period. Everybody knows the level of crime in Ikwere local government. But with this, those criminals, if they appear, the police will arrest them.
Our correspondent reports that some other project sites visited are the expansion of Omwawa Elele Road, Ubima Magistrate Court, Elele Magistrate and Customary Court, Ipo Health Center, and 14 classrooms in the Junior Secondary School Alo. Away from that, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has called for a reduction in the use of simple political consideration in the siting of projects in the state. Governor Fubara said when he was represented by the Commissioner for Housing, Benibo Anabraba, at the technical workshop in Rivers State SDGs 2025 to 2030 Work Plan Production Awareness to accelerate SDGs Agenda 2030 yesterday in Port Harcourt. Now, he said what the state needs is an integrated development plan. He said the state government will continue to do projects that are in the interest of Rivers people.
Just like yesterday, His Excellency went to commission the Omoma Eche Road. That road is a very vital road that interconnects the Eche axis to the Omoma local government. And you can see vast farmland. So when you do such projects without political considerations, but based on the needs of the people, you help facilitate food security and agri movement of people, transportation, and even security.
On the spot, the special advisor to the governor on sustainable development goals, Aminayana Sam Fiberesima, said the essence of the workshop is to collate the recommendations from the workshop into a working document and submit to the governor.
The policies that will come out of it is to marry them with the governor's 3 pillar points, which is agri, health, and education. And if you look at SDGs Goal 1, you'll see no to poverty. The governor came up with SMEs. If you go further, you'll see zero hunger. The governor is revitalizing the Songhai farm. 3 is good health. The governor is also doing enough on the health sector. Then you can also see that education is Goal 4. And so the governor is also remodeling schools.
Delivering a paper on overview of sustainable development goals, Professor Lawrence Ohale said sustainable development goals should be an integral part of the vision of leaders at each level of government and should be continuous even if there is a change of power. Correspondent Martha Okere reports that dignitaries at the event include the essay to the Obiabo Council Chairman, Nice Alamieye Siaga, a representative of the chairman, Rivers State Universal Basic Education Board, Alomba, heads of local government, ministry, directors of planning, research and statistics, among others. Still to come, Labour Party to declare vacant seat of defected lawmakers. Stay with us.
Welcome to Ahoda, our peaceful governor.
You're welcome back. Now, the Deputy Minority Leader of the House of Representatives, George Ibezimako Ozodinobi, has berated his colleagues for leaving the party to the APC. Four members of the Labour Party, Chinedu Okere, Matthew Donatus, Akiba Bassi, and Esosa Iyawe, left the party on Thursday, citing internal squabbles in the Labour Party. Well, after the Speaker read the letter of defection, Mr. Ozodinobi raised a point of order, saying those who have defected will continue weeping for themselves because where they have crossed over to, they don't have a future there. Now, the Labour Party has also described their move as disappointing, adding that it will take legal action to have the seats of the lawmakers declared vacant. And now, South senators have expressed support for the tax reform bills presented to the National Assembly by President Bola Tinubu. The lawmakers, under the aegis of the South Senators Forum, said that the tax reforms will boost national revenue and foster economic stability. In a statement issued in Abuja by the chairman of the forum, Senator Seriaki Dixon, the lawmakers said they are committed to conducting a comprehensive evaluation of the bills to ensure they align with national interest, particularly the well-being of the South region. They also called on South governors to work collaboratively with lawmakers to refine the bills for mutual benefit. In the same vein, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has called for caution over the tax reform bills, asking Nigerians to digest the content before passing judgment on them. Speaking at the Government House in Owerri on Thursday, Governor Uzodinma said some of those against the bills have not studied their provisions, and he said it is an economic bill that is meant to raise more money for the government and harmonize the tax system. In other news, the Rumuchiolo community Rumokurusi town in Obiakpo local government area says it has nominated and crowned Eze Kingsley Chiolo as a regent Eze Chiolo. A statement signed by the chairman Rumuchiolo Community Council, Kingsley Nwogu, said the Rumuchiolo community is comprised of Rumuhwolo, Rumuchida, Rumuwele, Rumu Ijimini, Ehu families. Now, he said Eze Chiolo will manage the affairs of Rumuchiolo community both at Rumukurusi and the state. It said the coronation took place on Tuesday morning, the 3rd December, at Rumuchiolo community and was witnessed by the four families represented by Stanley Uzoma-Chinda, Chimezie Otuonye, Daniel Ihunwo, and Felix Amadi. Now, one of the foremost and prestigious boating clubs in the Niger Delta and Port Harcourt Boat Club 1947 has elected a new management team to steer the affairs of the club. A statement said the election took place during the club's annual general meeting on the 30th of November in the presence of the club's Board of Trustees, BOT, King Alfred Diete Spiff, King Kuroma Eleki, Dr. Abiye Sekibo, the Amadabo of Onobio Sambo Amatuo Braskello. Dan Harrison was elected as Vice Commodore. Jamie Cooker emerged as Rear Commodore. Awo JP is the new secretary, while Austin Bob Manuel emerged as treasurer. Other members elected by the Port Harcourt Boat Club 1947 include Dawari Songo as membership secretary, Fubara Hart as boating member, Dango Otagi as house ground, Bara Alagoma as bar kitchen, and Daso George as social member. It said the new management team pledged to work tirelessly to promote the interests of the club and its members. We go on another short commercial break. Now, the international scene, French President Emmanuel Macron says he will name a new prime minister in the coming days after Michel Barnier resigned following a no-confidence vote in parliament. In a 10-minute address to the nation on Thursday, he rejected opposition pressure to stand down, vowing to stay in his post fully until the end of the mandate in 2027. He thanked Mr. Barnier for his dedication during his brief term as Prime Minister and accused the French far right and hard left of collaborating to bring down the government. Now that's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Police have clarified their presence at the Oginigba Slaughter Market in Rivers State. Police have killed a suspected kidnapper, General Tuman, in the West River State. Labour Party says it will declare vacant the seat of lawmakers who defected in the House of Representatives. South senators have backed the tax reform bill. And on the foreign scene, French President Emmanuel Macron will name a new prime minister soon. The news was edited by Martha Okiri. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.